Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be talking about how to get your life back on track, things you should do to get your life back on track, to take charge of your life basically. I'm giving you tips, steps, things you should do, not like following any order per se, but like just my opinion. Like I'm speaking from my experience. I'll be telling you things I did that helped me take charge of my life. So let's get into the video. So in no particular order, the first thing I'll say is speak to God. First of all, this video is for people that don't know what to do with their lives. Like there was a point in my life where I didn't have any plans. Like after university, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know what to do next. I just knew that okay, I should graduate, but I didn't know what to do next. I had no plan for my life. I had nothing, and it was killing me. It was depressing me. I felt useless. I didn't know what to do. I was basically depressed, broke, staying in my parents' house, waiting for a miracle to happen. In short, I was waiting to go to service. And even after service, I didn't know what I was going to do. I was waiting to go to camp. And like even after camp, I still didn't know what I wanted to do in my life. I didn't have any plan. I didn't have anything put in place that okay, at least I'll do this next. You have to acknowledge that something is going on with your life. You have to sit down. You have to meditate. You have to think. What is that thing that is disturbing you? What is happening? You basically just have to think. Is it finances? Is it a job? You have no plans. You want to get married. What is that thing that you want to take charge of? Basically, you have to sit down. You have to look for where the problem is before you now decide on how to take care of that problem. At 24, after school, I didn't know what to do in my life. I knew that okay, yes, I was going to go to school, finish school with a good result, but I didn't have any plan after. So this made me so depressed, it made me so insecure because I see people doing things with their life, I see people doing this after this, but like I didn't have any plan. I didn't know what I should do next. Okay, I knew I was going to go to camp and serve my country, do my NYSC, but after that, what next? I didn't know what next I should do. I didn't know what to do with my life. I was so depressed. I was so not happy. I was so sad, coupled with other things that were going on. The first thing to do, the first thing I did, I prayed about it. I prayed about it, not this formal prayer that we normally do. I prayed to God. I cried to God. I said I wanted a better life. I told God I wanted things to be better. I was specific about my prayer. And when I say you should talk to God first, I don't mean you should do all this formal prayer. Be informal. Talk to God like you're talking to your father or your best friend, someone that cry to him as someone that would solve your problem basically, because he will solve your problem. That's how you should. Don't pray with pride. No. Pray from your heart, pray sincerely, and be specific about what you want. Then when you're done praying, you meditate, you calm down, you think about the problems, you think about the areas of your life you want to change, you think about things you want to do differently, you think about basically just take some time to yourself, cancel out the external noises, just take, you can take a day, it's your life, you can take a week, it is your life. Take time to meditate. You can write things down. You can write down the areas of your life you want to change. You can write down the problems you feel you're having. You can write down how you want your life to look like. And when you're done with that, then you start taking action. Now, I'm not explaining this in any particular order. I'm just telling you things you can do differently that will help you change your life, that will help you take charge of your life, that will help you be in control of your life. And I've written them down. So I would be explaining each item I've written here to the best of my ability. When making decisions, make decisions that goes in line with your peace of mind, that goes in line with your conscience. Now, there's no right decision and there's no wrong decision. You just have to be able to own up to whatever repercussion comes later. So you should choose your peace of mind over anything and anyone. You should talk to yourself what brings you peace. Do what brings you peace. You should do what brings you peace. You should not. Now you're doing this for yourself, you are not doing this for anyone. You want to take charge of your life, you are not doing this for anyone. So when you're making decisions, you're making plans, make sure you're doing it for yourself and yourself alone. Something that brings you peace. Peace of mind, basically. Then you should also think of things that you want to do differently. For example, taking charge of your life, organizing your life should start with you organizing your personal space. Where are you staying? What are you doing? Organize your personal space. Organize your house, your room, your surrounding. When things are organized, I feel I feel like that's a step to organizing things in your life. I feel like that's a step to taking charge of things in your life. So you can start with just organizing things while meditating or listening to that song or that podcast that would motivate you or help you. Can just like get off your lazy chair and organize your house. If your space is already organized, that's fine. So I think the next thing you should do, not the next thing, but like another tip I would recommend is you look for something you want to do. Look for something you're interested in. For example, when I had no plan, most of my depression was coming from no plans, I had no money, and I couldn't depend on my parents. So, what did I do? I thought about ways to get money. I thought about things I could do, things that I am interested in that would help me get money. Or things that I'll just channel my energy into. Things that bring me peace. Not something I'm forced to do. Something that I really want to do. So lucky for me, camp came around and I went to camp. So from camp, I started serving in January. So money was coming, like you can't depend on your stipends and the money the federal government give you. I thought and I prayed for something else to do. So at that time, I started selling oil perfumes. I was getting money from that, and I also started ushering job. Also started an ushering job, though it's just occasionally once in a while. I did that, and also that helped me. I felt like my finances, I could take charge. I could help myself and not totally depend on my parents. I felt like I could get things for myself. I also could help people out financially if I can. Like once my finances was taken care of to some extent, I felt at peace. I felt happy with myself. I felt like I was taking charge of my finances. I felt like I was taking charge of my life, of the situation. I was doing things for myself, and it brought me peace. It brought me happiness. So you could think of something that makes you happy. You could think of something you're interested in, and you could see if you can make money from it. It might help you. Or you could actually look for an actual job that you can work, because I feel staying in the house doing nothing, it's going to make you more depressed. But once your mind is set on something else, then that depression or that negative mind will not have a chance to come in. And you can also do something from your home. You can also do something from your home. You could bake, you could paint, you could do makeup, anything. You can do anything remotely from your home. But basically, it should be something that you're interested in, not something you're forced to do. Something you're interested in, something that when doing you don't get tired, something that when if you're doing it, it brings you joy, you find peace in doing it. Then another thing I would recommend is to use your time intentionally. You should use your time intentionally. Don't give room for you to be idle. Okay, there are sometimes you can take some time off, to rest, to sleep, to hang out with friends, or do any other thing for fun. But like when you're not doing any of those things, use your time productively. You can use that time to clean your house, clean your room, or any other thing. You can use that time to read a book, a good book. You can use that time to learn something online or anywhere. You can use that time to sleep, because sleeping is good. You can use that time. You can use that time to do what? Anything at all that you're interested in doing. My point basically is, do not let your mind be idle. Do not let your mind wander, so that negative thoughts would be quiet a little. Because when your mind is busy, when your mind is working, negative thoughts will not have room to penetrate. Next thing I would recommend is to take responsibility for your situation. Basically, own up, own up. You don't have to blame anybody for where you're at now. You don't have to say it's because of so and so person I'm at this place. If I didn't do this, if they didn't influence me, or if they didn't do this, I would have been a better place. Or no, own up, take responsibility for your situation, because then and only then can you do something to change it. So own up to your situation, take responsibility, and then do something to change it. Now, I'm giving you these tips not in any particular order. I'm just randomly telling you things you should do. So pray, own up to your responsibilities, set, let your mind not be idle. Don't let your mind be idle. Use your time intentionally. Choose your peace of mind. Take time to meditate. What else did I say? Take responsibility for your situation. And the last tip I will be giving today is to be honest with yourself. Basically, be honest with yourself. You don't have to lie to yourself. You are talking to yourself. It is you and yourself. So you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to tell yourself, okay, this thing I am doing is not good. If it's a bad habit, I need to change this about myself. I need to do this differently. You have to talk to yourself. Only then will you be able to move on from that thing you're doing that is not good, to change that thing that is depressing you, that thing that is bringing you down, that thing that is making you not in charge of your life. To change, only then will you be able to change that. So you have to be honest with yourself, truly honest with yourself. And I suggest that as you're going through this journey, you get a diary, you get a book where you write down the things you want to change, the problems you're encountering, and the solutions you've thought about, and what to do, how to go about those solutions. So I believe once you write them down, you won't forget them, you remember them, you can go through them every day. You can write them where you can see them every time, and like you have to put in the effort to actually change your situation. You have to put in the effort to actually change your life. So I have come to the end of this video. I'll be doing a part 2 because this is too long. I'll be doing a part 2. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please give me a thumbs up. I'm very, very, very new at this, but I know I'm going to keep improving. I'm going to do better. I will share more things that I did, share more tips, or recommend more things to do to take charge of your life. So please encourage me by liking this video, sharing, saving, turning on the notifications so that when I post the part 2 of this video, you will be notified. You can share it to your friends, people that need to hear all I have said today. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a nice day. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Stella. Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Stella. Today I'll be talking about how to get. Hi! It's not your time to blame.
Wait, let me just blend that at once before you start.
Jesus.